Welcome into the Unwritten Rule Podcast, your number one stop shop for all sports and media news. I'm your host, Monzi, and today I will be deep diving into some Colorado Buffs football. Obviously, what happened last season with Colorado, we don't need to get into that. Deion set all the eyes on his team. Can you blame the guy for setting all the eyes on the team? It's Deion. He's always been about being prime time. So I'm not going to sit up here and act like Deion wasn't just being Deion. But my problem with Deion is, and with Colorado, is that you you're doing something unorthodox. And what I'm saying unorthodox is you pretty much were forced to let go of the players that you had before. Not saying those players were bad, not saying the players were great, but you had to do a real rebuild. And now you thought of rebuilding as far as getting players from the transfer portal. But along with that, you keep getting guys from the transfer portal, so you're not establishing what you're trying to preach, what you're preaching out. You're not establishing that family culture. You're not establishing a from within. You're not doing any of those things. So every single time that you hit that transfer portal, whether you're getting 5 or 6 guys or more, you're just rebuilding a whole new team, a whole new culture. Not saying that these guys aren't experienced on the field. Now, that's the benefit of it. Excuse me. So when you have that, what can you actually build upon when you just have guys that's experienced, but they're not experienced in what you're coaching? You know what I mean? They're not experienced in your philosophy. So it makes it a little difficult. And then also another thing with Colorado is I've seen players blow up for them that aren't the primetime players that they always talk about and rave about in the media. I mean, I forgot the game who it was against, but they had that receiver come out of nowhere. The dude was like a third string or a second string receiver, maybe even a walk-on, actually. And the guy came out there and went for like 200, caught like 200 yards, 2 touchdowns. Nobody on the team did that. I never seen the guy play again. You feel me? So I don't understand what it is with them. But like I said, I don't think that Colorado can keep going to the transfer portal and trying to build a program, a legacy from there. It's not going to work. You're going to have to get the high school kids, even though they're underdeveloped. Now, if you make it a competition to where the high school kids that are coming in are learning from, well, freshmen technically, the freshmen are learning from experienced players, that's different, but you still need those guys on the team. You can't just be saying, oh, whoop-de-woo, woo, whoop-de-woo, and have these guys transferring after the first season. You're not building no culture. You're not building no legacy. You're always going to have a new team. You're technically always going to have a new coaching staff field. The coaching staff wouldn't even be able, if my running back wants to transfer after one season, like I can't build upon that. If my receiver wants to transfer after one season and I know I need him next season, even though he might not be playing this season, I can't build upon that. So that's my issues with Colorado. Now, all the media attention and stuff like that, that's on them. Hey, guys, there's a lot of these coaches that do that, and we just never called them out on it because Deion, brags and boasts about it. Now, I will say this about Deion. Deion is really not fully to blame for what's going on in Colorado. I think the players are just not that physical enough. And I also feel that he understands what's wrong because last season, the problem with Colorado was, and they had a couple of problems, of course, but the main problem was the boys couldn't establish the run. When you can't establish the run game, you're not going to win anything, especially in college. It don't matter if it's the quarterback running. It doesn't matter if it's your third string tight end running the ball. It doesn't matter. You have to be able to run the ball. Even if it's not efficient, you still have to establish it somehow, some way. Whether you're getting 60 yards a game, 70 yards a game, hey, that's still moving the ball half of a football field, more than half, actually. So hopefully they have a running back this season that they believe in and that can run. Obviously, with the offense that they're trying to run, you need a power back more than a speed back. A speed back is more of your secondary back, only in passing situations. So, I mean, Colorado has to look into all these things. But do I think their season is going to get better this year? I don't believe the record will change. But I will say this. I still think that they're a good team. Now, I know they still have a lot to prove, but, I still feel like they are honestly a good team. And I feel like they have a lot to build on if they are able to do something this year. Now, if they are able to start off hot and lock in and keep that, they could possibly go into a couple of these games, like against UCF and maybe against Kansas State, and pull some upsets. Now, Arizona, I feel like that's a game that they should be trying to already. I feel like Colorado should be favored in that. Arizona just had to go through a whole coaching change. Now, I don't know if they hired a coach from within, but that would be interesting to look at. Um, so another thing is for Colorado is you guys are going to have to find a way to keep the defense off the field with offense. This is where running the ball, this is where it goes hand in hand. You're able to slow the game down a bit, running the ball. You're able to get, hopefully you're able to get 4 yards of carry at least, I would hope. Now, if you guys can't get 4 yards of carry, you have a huge situation, maybe with the O line, but Deion went in the transfer portal, went crazy the first week, and damn near had 18 new O linemen. So I don't even know what to say about that. I mean, it's hard to critique the team because Deion's almost pulling a cat in a hat every single week. Like, we don't know what to expect. Like right now, I'm recording this video. It's 8:25 on Thursday, and today's date is the 8th, August 8th. They're probably out there on the football field fighting right now, and there's probably a tight end that just got injured or something. We don't know. I just really don't know. But the guys got depth. I don't want to question the depth of the team. The guys got all the media attention too. So it's going to be all eyes on them. Hopefully, the biggest thing for them should be that it shouldn't be about their record or how many games they win. Obviously, they came out of a rebuilding mode last season. Now, what I would like to see out of this team is, are you guys physical? Are you guys going to be out there competing? Are you guys able to finish football games? You guys got to be able to do those 3 things, and that's good. I mean, even if you only still win 4 games or 5 games, whatever the case may be, at least I've seen that y'all are out here playing with some, intensity, some physicality, stuff of that nature, and you guys are at least trying to play as a team. Now, I would like to see other talents have good games too. And I would like to see Deion keep using the players that are working for him. Don't just use them one time and get rid of them. Don't do that, Deion. Build upon what you have. And Deion, you know what the problem was last season. You still chose not to run the ball. Run the ball, establish the run game. We don't need to see Shadur come out there on the football field knowing that he's finna throw 55 passes in a football game every single game. I'm not saying the guy's not good. I'm just saying, like, bro, at some point, the offense has to at least look like some type of professional type of offense. It has to look like it just a little bit. Um, you know, Colorado can make some noise. Are there a college football team? A college football playoff team? No, I hate to say it. Could they possibly make it to the college football playoff? They would have to have some type of crazy run to where that they're able to play Utah, who I have winning the Big 12 in the Big 12 championship game. Now, I don't think that as far as talent goes, Colorado may be the third most talented Big 12 team. I have Utah, Arizona, and then I have Colorado. That's just going off of talent. Now, K-State is a good football team, and I don't really look at K-State as far as like talent-wise, but I do see K-State as a great football team. I don't question them being a football team. And you never want to question K-State when it's time to go out there and play football, neither. Baylor, them guys ain't going to be ready. So, they'll knock those guys out the water. I don't think Colorado could just beat Utah, especially when Cam Rising, a vet at quarterback. Luckily, Deion has a vet at quarterback. And Colorado may be able to dice them up with some passing. But once Utah establishes the run and they start running play action and the defense gets just maybe 2 turnovers, I mean, that game is over with. And Utah's at home. So, Colorado will get an opportunity to play them again. But, hey, man, I got high hopes for Colorado this season. Like I said, it's not about the wins. I mean, them guys came off of rebuilding. You guys just can't listen to everything Deion says. All right. I mean, you just can't listen to everything Deion says. Simple as that. What you should be paying attention to is, are they able to instill some in-game adjustments? Is the coaching staff looking good? Are the calls good? Are the players knowing the calls? Are the players on defense able to get lined up? Is the run game being established? Is the O line better than what they were last season? Do I think that the quarterback should be dropping back 50 times a game? No, because what do you expect the O line to do when your quarterback drops back 50 times a football game? I don't think that. I mean, who thinks that the quarterback won't get sacked once or twice? He dropping back 50 times a game. Like, as a defensive coordinator, I'm gonna blitz. Okay, I'm tired of this guy sitting in the pocket. I'm gonna blitz, and I'm eventually gonna get to the quarterback if I am a good defensive coordinator. But I appreciate you guys for tuning in. I appreciate all the love that you guys been showing the channel. Please be sure to leave a like, comment, subscribe, and that's all from me. So, folks, peace out.